Hello students, welcome to my math channel MathWeb. Let us walk through question number 5 from Pearson Edexcel A-Level exam for Pure Math 3. This exam is taken in October 2024. Paper reference code is WMA 13/01. First part of this question, show that sin 3x can be written in the form P sin x plus Q sin cube x, where P and Q are constants to be found. First part, we need to prove that sin 3x could be shown as equals to this one. So sin 3x, we can split 3x into two angles like x plus 2x. We can split this 3x into two parts like x plus 2x and then apply the formula. There is a formula given in your book. Let me write that here. Sin a plus b is equals to sin a cosine b plus cosine a sin b. Now we can apply this formula here. As per this formula, we can write as sin x cosine 2x plus cosine x sin 2x. You should memorize this formula. Okay. So according to that formula, we can change this one into this form. Because here everything is in terms of sine. Therefore, write the formula for cosine 2x and sin 2x here. Okay. We know there are three formula for cosine 2x what are given in your book. Let me write all of them. You should memorize for cosine double angle formula for cosine. Cosine 2x equals to one formula is cosine square x minus sin square x. You know, if this angle is 2x, here is x. It is always half of this one. Now, the other formula is 1 minus 2 sin square x. And the third one, that is equals to 2 cosine square x minus 1. So these are three formula, double angle formula for cosine. You should memorize all of them. These are given in your book, textbook. Okay. So I write here cosine 2x formula. I think this is best, the second one. We can apply here because it is in terms of sine. Sin x into 1 minus 2 sin square x plus cosine x, right as is. And you know the double angle formula for sine, there is only one, that is equals to 2 sin x cosine x. So this is double angle formula for sin 2x and this one is for cosine 2x. Actually there are three for cosine. We will choose that where the sine is involving because we want everything in terms of sine. So that's why I'm choosing the second one. Now expand the brackets. Sin x will multiply every term inside the bracket. So it will be sin x minus 2 sin cube x. Here is power 2. So one sin power will be added here. So it will be sin cube x. And the second one is here plus 2 sin x. Cosine x will multiply with cosine. You will get cosine square x. In the next step, we will write the formula for cosine square x in terms of sin square x. First of all, write these two values as is. Sin x minus 2 sin cube x plus 2 sin x. And we know the formula of cosine square x, that is equals to 1 minus sin square x. So this formula we are using many times, so you should know this about this formula as well. Now expand the bracket and we will get our required result. Now everything is in terms of sine. We want every term in terms of sine. Look at here. So now you expand and you will get the result. It will be sin x minus 2 sin cube x. This 2 sin x will be multiply every term inside the bracket. So you will get the first term as 2 sin x. And this 2 sin x multiply this one will give you the answer as minus 2 sin cube x. Look at here. This one, these two terms are like terms. So you can solve them together. And these two terms are like terms. And we can solve them together. Sin x plus 2 sin x is equals to 3 sin x. And this minus 2 sin cube x and minus 2 sin cube x will make it as minus 4 sin cube x. So it is exactly as required. And we can write the value of p and q. You need to write the where p and q are constants to be found. Best thing here, write the value of p and q, where value of p is 3 and q is minus 4. So this is all about the first part of question number 5. Hopefully you understand it. Now let's move on. Second part, hence or otherwise solve for 0 less than theta less than or equals to 360 degrees. The equation 2 sine 3 theta equals to 5 sine 2 theta. Giving your answers in degrees to one decimal place as appropriate. Whenever this question is there, so hence or otherwise, we can use the result from the previous part. Otherwise, there are other method as well. But whenever this word is there, for sure you can use the result from the previous part. So sin 3x is written as, we already got the answer for sin 3x, that is equals to 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x. But it is written in terms of theta, so you will use theta instead of x. That's it. You know the formula of sin 2 theta as well. Let me write this equation for the second part. 2 sin 3 theta equals to 5 sin 2 theta. We can write this result for, because this is the answer of sin 3x. Okay, this one is the answer of sin 3x. So you can use this answer here for sin 3 theta on the left hand side. So I'm using the result from part A. 2 into value of sin 3 theta will be equals to 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta. So it will be 3 sin theta minus 4 sin cube theta equals to 5 sin 2 theta. Use the you know the double angle formula for sin 2 theta, so we can write over here. It will be 2 sin theta cosine theta. Now just only you need to expand the brackets. If you expand the left hand side, it will be 6 sin theta minus this 2 will multiply here, it will be 8 sin cube theta equals to 5 multiplied 2 is 10 sin theta cosine theta. Because highest power is negative here, so better you move these two values on the right side to make it positive. So on the left hand side it is 0 and this becomes positive, so it will be 8 sin cube theta, and the other value is minus because it is plus there, minus 6 sin theta, and this plus 10 sin theta cosine theta is already there, so right at the end it is 10 sin theta cosine theta. From here sin theta is common throughout, so we will keep this sin theta outside of the bracket. It is common factor, so it left with 8 sin square theta minus 6, and this is 10 cosine theta here equals to 0. Here we have two factors, one is sin theta and other is 8 sin square theta minus 6 plus 10 cosine theta. So each factor will be equals to 0. First factor equals to 0, or we have other factor. Better you write this one in order. So other factor is 8 sin square theta plus 10 cosine theta minus 6 equals to 0. We know that sine graph, if you remember, to get all the values of theta from this vector, you should know the graph of sine for complete cycle. This is x-axis, y-axis, and it looks like this, for complete cycle. The maximum value for this function is always 1, and this is 0, and the bottom is minus 1. Look at a diagram for complete cycle from, because the domain for sine is given here, that is from 0 to 360. 0 is not included, by the way. Look here, 0 is less than theta is greater than 0, so 0 is not included. For complete cycle we have 0 3 times, like this. Here this one and that one. This is 0, this one is 180, and this is 360 for complete cycle. So we have 3 solutions actually for complete cycle, but because theta is greater than 0, therefore we will write the answer for theta from here, 180 degree and 360. So these are two answers for theta. Why 0 is not included? Because it is given, this condition is given in the question that theta is greater than 0, so 0 is not included. That's why I am not taking this as solution. Now the other solution we will get from this equation. To solve this trigonometric equation, we should have the same identities. Here we have cosine theta and this one is sine square theta. To solve this trigonometric equation, we should have same identities. So we can convert everything in terms of cosine. We know the formula for sine square theta. Sine square is 1 minus cosine square. You should know these formulas. So replace the value of sine square plus 10 cosine theta minus 6 equals to 0. Expand the bracket. It will be 8 minus 8 cosine square theta. This 8 will multiply with both numbers inside the bracket, plus 10 cosine theta minus 6 equals to 0. Because this is minus, so better you take the coefficient of a square term as positive. So better you move this value to the right side. So here it will be 0. So this becomes positive on the other side. It will be 8 cosine square theta. Okay, if you move this value to the right side, it will be positive. And if we move this value to the right side, it is negative because it is here positive. So 8 cosine square theta minus 10 cosine theta. This is 8 minus 6 is 2. You will move this value to the right side, so it will be negative 2 as well. Now all these terms can be divided by 2. So we'll divide by 2. To simplify this equation, we will get as 4 cosine square theta minus 5 cosine theta. 8 divided by 2 is 4, 10 divided by 2 is 5, minus 1 equals to 0. And this trigonometric equation could be solved by using quadratic formula. Okay, quadratic formula works all the time. So we can use that formula here to get the answer of cosine. This is the quadratic equation in terms of cosine square. So we will use that formula here for by quadratic formula. We will get the values of cosine theta from here. What is the formula of quadratic formula? Minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Substitute the values here because this is minus here, so this minus and that minus makes it plus. We'll get here 5 plus minus, this will be minus 5 square will be 25 minus 4, a is 4 and c is minus 1. This is c. Divide by 2, multiply a is 4. This is a. Okay, simplify, we'll get cosine theta as 5 plus minus, this is 25 plus 16 is 41, square root of 41, and it is equals to 8. Now we have two answers for cosine. One is 5 plus square root of 41 divided by 8, and or other one is the negative value, that is 5 minus square root of 41 divided by 8. If we write this value as is in the calculator and press SD on this option is given in your calculator, convert this one into decimals, you will get the result as 1.42, 4253 like this. So you can stop it here. And we know that the value of cosine theta, the minimum value for cosine theta and sine theta is minus 1, and maximum value for cosine theta and sine theta is positive 1. You should know this value. You look here, the answer of cosine theta is greater than 1. Therefore, we can reject this answer. Okay, because the maximum answer for cosine theta could be 1. So this answer is more than 1. So we can reject it. From here, get the answer of this one. In decimal, this answer is minus 0.175. So 3 decimal places are enough. We will get the answer negative. You know how to solve this one. Whenever you get the answer of any trigonometric identity as negative, ignore negative sign. Whenever you get the negative answer, ignore negative and to find the reference angle, because this reference angle is just indicating in which quadrant terminal arm of the angle lies. So we will get the reference angle first without negative sign. It is the rule. Okay, it will help you a lot in many questions. Okay, you should learn this method. Cosine inverse 0.175. So first of all, you should find the reference angle. Make sure your calculator should be in degree mode, because the domain for the angles is given in degree in the question. Cosine inverse 0.175 is equals to 79.9 degrees. So reference angle is 79.9 degrees. Because cosine is negative in second and third quadrant, let me tell you here, we have 4 quadrants. In the first quadrant, all trigonometric identities are positive. In second quadrant, sine positive, and third quadrant, tan positive, and fourth quadrant, cosine positive. It means cosine is negative in second and third quadrant. Terminal arm of the angle will be here. Terminal arm of the angle will be in the second quadrant and also in the third quadrant. So like this, you will draw the reference angles here. We know this is the reference angle. Reference angle is 79.9 degrees. So right here 79.9, and also you write the reference angle in the third quadrant. So third quadrant, it is 79.9. We always measure the angle anti-clockwise from positive x-axis. It means you need to find this angle. one angle you could find like this, and other angle you could find like that. Okay, so we know that the angle on a straight line is always 180 degrees. So if you subtract this angle from 180, you will get this angle from here to here, this one. If you add reference angle to 180, you will get this angle. Hopefully you understand. Now we will have two results for theta from here. Therefore theta will be equals to 180 minus 79.9. One answer will be from here, and other answer you can get by adding 180 to 79.9 degrees. This answer is 100.1 degrees, and this answer is 259.9 degrees. Therefore we can write all the results here at the end. Better you write all these answers. Two answers from here, 1, 2, and we already got two answers here from the other factor, 180, 360. So better write all these answers in order. Therefore theta will be equals to 100 degrees. Then we have answer 180 degrees. Then we have 259.9 degrees. And the fourth one is 360 degrees. So this is the required solution for question number 5. Hopefully you understand it. Still, if you have any doubt or you want to write any comment about this question, please write in the comment box. Thank you.